And alright, so welcome to my Flame Fatales submission video for Final Fantasy IV PC 3D. Before I get started, there is a couple things I should mention. This is the PC 3D version, and so the characters look slightly different from the regular and the PR versions. Thanks for turning swearing off, Cup, which is good for marathon practice anyway. But we do have a couple of RNG Manips in this run, and so we have a tool here on the left. This is the launcher for the game. This is the tool that the community has come up with, and it has several buttons on it, and each button sets your computer time, date and time to a certain time that we know a certain thing can happen in the game if you start the game at that time. And so I'll be doing that twice on this run. There's two Manips. Your Nips have RNG too, Pepper? Okay, good to know. And that's our basic RNG. Pretty simple. Other than that, we also have this is ATB, Active Time Battle. There is something called the runaway trick, where if you try to run away, it gives us a little time to do something because it adds a little extra text box saying you can't escape, or like that you're trying to run away. And then this category is called Better Any Percent. So this is separate from Any Percent in that the Any Percent route uses it has to deal with random encounters, and throughout the route you do a very long quest to get the safe travel augment so that near the end of the route you don't have to have encounters. So what the Better Any Percent route does is it glitches your starting save file with a safe travel augment. And so we actually skip a lot of overhead at the beginning of the run, and then we also have no encounters the whole run, and so it cuts out about 30 minutes to an hour ish of random encounters that we'd otherwise have to deal with. So it kind of concentrates on just the boss rush and the story and stuff like that. So I kind of like it. I am running Any Percent as well for the. I'm trying to get good with that for the relay. But it really makes you appreciate this category when you have to deal with random encounters. Other glitches that we'd make use of, something called the mini reverse glitch, which means if you mini someone in your party, it also reverses them, which means all damage heals and all heals damage. And then also we have the Toad Faith glitch, where if you toad someone in the party, they get a magic buff, so they do more magic damage, I believe. And so what we'll often do is do a mini Toad mini on someone, and that will mini to get the reverse glitch, Toad to get the Faith glitch, and then unmini to get the status effect away. Because once you're minied and you get toaded, it doesn't actually toad you. So separately, there's something called Tent Anywhere. We can use tents from your inventory when you're not on the world map on single people, and the way we do that is we have when your inventory is open, you have a tent next to an item that's usable and the tent isn't. You can kind of hit that item as you're hitting down, and then it can actually make it use the tent instead. And so we'll use that several times on the run. It's much nicer than like an ether or heals. And I think that's enough to kind of get us started here. I can also show off the beginning cutscene. Or the beginning credits, because it's really cool latex stuff. There are voice-acted cutscenes in this game. We are going to skip all of them for this run, but it can be a nice incentive if we want to show some off. So, hey, Luca. Is it Luca or Lucha? Thank you. You can call me Jericho, by the way. I don't go by Jerry. But yeah, it was fun. Yeah, we always have latex here. I actually make a lot of latex costumes, but thanks for the GGs on the RPGLB. It was a fun time. Hope you're having a good weekend. We are doing Flame Fatale submission run, and so I'm going to be talking about the run a lot to maximize understanding of the run and how it works, I guess. As you can see, there's some really good graphics for this stuff. Unfortunately, that's not how the game looks, but... Yeah, good way to wake up. Nice. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. What games do you run? Seventh Saga? Okay. All right. Welcome to Final Fantasy IV 3D. I'm gonna start off by loading this glitch save. And then we're going to quick save it. And then time starts when we hit continue. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so, like I said, we kind of skipped a bunch of stuff at the beginning. But we have Cain and Cecil here, the main character Cecil. And the king has told us we need to deliver a package to a town called Mist. So we're going through a cave to get there. Masochistic. Yeah, 7 Saga runs, are they hard? Alright, and there's this voice saying, turn back. And we're like, nah. You coming. This fight's pretty simple. We're gonna attack with Cain, darkness with Cecil, and both do a bunch of attacks. Try to take it out. And once the dragon turns to mist, you don't want to attack. I think you get a counter attack otherwise. Oh man, missed. Cain missed. All right, well, we got a crit out of it. Okay, I guess we could have gotten something off there. Yeah, missed opportunity. Alright, I might have done that too soon. We'll see if we can still make this happen. Especially with Cain's miss. Oh, that's probably fine. Probably fine. Should only get 2 more hits. Oh, darkness wore off. That's not good. Oof, down to the wire here. Okay. So you notice we killed off Cain on purpose because this game has shared experience. And we don't really care about Cain's experience. And you'll see why soon enough. 6 hours? Oh, that sounds bad. Alright, so here's our Town of Mist. The second we walk in, the package opens up and a bunch of bombs fly out and burn the place down. And so this little girl is upset with us because we kind of burned down her village and killed her mom or her mom's Eidolon? I don't know, something. Should XP your old enemy? Yeah, Annie's a bad name, it's true. Alright. Yeah, killed her summon. Killed her mom's summon. Right. At the time, I think it was her mom's summon. And then she died after. Okay, yeah, that's right. Alright, so we're taking the little girl with us. She got upset, casted an earth thing. Kane, who knows what happens, who cares? So we're gonna go take Rydia, this little girl, and get her somewhere safe. And you can see that Cecil is what we call a Dark Knight, and he can use this ability called Darkness, which does damage over time on himself, but gives him more damage. Actions have consequences. Spoilers. So yeah, this whole thing is weird because Cecil's like, oh, why did my king send me to do this? What's going on with my king? He's sending me to do things that are bad. I don't want to do bad things. And so, in similar fashion, some guards show up and want the girl, and he's like, no, I'm not going to let you take the girl. I'd like to call this guy Fake Baigin because he looks like Baigin, the captain of the guard. Which we will fight later. Thankfully, we just have a red fang in our inventory. We're just going to use that. Don't want to jump to conclusions, exactly. So Rydia sees we protected her, and she's like, okay, I'll go with you. And we are off to our other stuff. I should start doing cough drops when I do submission videos. Just to keep the throat wet. Alright, quick sell and buy menu. Potions, Phoenix down. Where's the exit? We're gonna go see Rosa, Cecil's love interest, and she is sick in bed and is can only be cured by a sand pearl. So that is our next mission. So go find the sand pearl. So we're gonna go through the waterway. This is kind of a windy zone. We're gonna get this old wizard guy in our party, Tella. And kind of make our way through the mountains, under the mountains, through these tunnels. I'm gonna pick up a couple items along the way, but we're kind of being pretty sparingly, getting things pretty sparingly. Going to introduce to a save state here, or a save spot. You going downstairs at all?
Yep.
Could you get me some cough drops from the cabinet? Please. Alright, we're gonna grab an ether. A couple of these items that we get along this run, like we don't use till much later on. It's kind of very, very planned out. That's a sword upgrade for Cecil. Thank you. Couple more upgrades. We're going right into the spiky banana, Octomammoth. Gonna try to get as close to him as we can. And then we're gonna quick save, quit, and then do the Manip for Octomammoth. So this Manip, basically, Tella has an ability called Recall, and which will do a random spell that he remembered how to use. And so this Manip makes sure that if you do recall at the right points of time in the battle, he recalls Thundaga, which does a lot of damage to this guy. Cool, looking good. Notice we defended on Cecil. It's because he hits him right. He hits Cecil here first. Then Thundaga will land again. Actually, Chocobo I think will land, and then Thundaga will land. Then we're gonna kill Tella, and then the boss is gonna kill Rydia. And then Cecil soaks up all that nice XP. Did he not die? Oh, there he is. I was like, the frick? Why is Tella still alive? Alright, here we go. Literally calculated. So yeah, kind of a fun calculated RNG Manip fight. And we've made it to the other side. Unfortunately, this kingdom of Damcian here is getting bombed. So we're gonna go check that out. But before we do, in the back side of the castle, there is it's a secret door. It's really a dungeon with a secret door. Gonna grab a couple chests, extra elixir. And we're gonna find Anna dead. Anna is Tella's daughter, and she ran off with the bard, is all he knows. And so the bard shows up and he starts whacking on him with his wand. He's like, "You're the one who did this." Even, I mean, he didn't kill Anna. He loves Anna, but yeah, he's the spoony bard. It's a classic scene. Now, why Tella is hitting with a wand instead of actually doing some spells on him, we'll never know. Yeah, because one spell will kill him. Yeah, so Anna stops the fight. She's like still kind of half alive, and then she dies. But she says, "Father, I love him." And then he's like, "I'm the Prince of Damcian." And so basically, Tella, I think, basically that we find out Golbez did this, and we're like, "Who's Golbez? What's this?" I think Tella just runs off to try to get revenge on Golbez. Meanwhile, Edward, the prince here, Prince Edward the Bard, is going to join us. We're not Steiner, we don't hit royals. Alright, so we got this handy dandy hovercraft, which you can't get encounters in as well. But we're gonna go take care of the... We find out we have to go... Oh. We also need to do this. We need to go to the Antlion's den, because the Antlion drops these sand pearls. So Antlion is a little scary. He also has a counter attack if you hit him when his eyes are white. When his eyes are red, he's safe to attack with no counter attacks. So ideally, in the best situation, we would get 4 hits, 3 to 4 hits off in red eye mode before he switches to white. But you gotta kind of watch it and be careful, because the counter attack is bad news. Meanwhile, we do want Rydia and Edward to live, at least one of them to live, and mostly that's just to keep Cecil from soaking up the XP. This time we don't want Cecil to soak up all the XP. Okay, decent fight. So we get the sand pearl, and we get out of here. We gotta go give it to Rosa to cure her. So, nice thing about this hovercraft is it can go over water if there's like little rocks. It can also go around like edges of continents that you usually can't walk across. Like right there. So we can kind of avoid having to go all the way through the tunnels to get back to Kaipo. All right, so we cure Rosa. She's gonna join our party. She's getting up to speed quick. And we want to go to the next kingdom, I believe, to figure out what's going on with these crystals. But first, I should talk about Augments. So this game is different. They've added things on from the original FF4 and the PR. So it has something called Augments, and so you can augment certain characters to give them abilities that they wouldn't otherwise have. And the other thing about that is when certain characters leave your party, here Edward's going to do a little fight that we're just going to turbo attack. Yeah, when certain characters leave your party, like if they die or they become sick or something, then they can end up giving you augments as well. And so if you give them, there's a weird thing, if you give them augments before they leave your party, then they may give you 1 or 2 more augments that way. So the reason I bring this up now is when we leave here, we're going to pick up an extra augment, and then we're going to assign those 3 different augments later on. And they are... It's not even augments we're going to use, but because we've assigned those to those characters, when those characters leave us, they'll give us some really good augments. And here we have a little bit of a Ghost Anna situation, telling Edward, you got this, bro. And then we're gonna be off. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna pick up an extra augment here. I got these cough drops. I forgot to grab one while I could. I'll have to remember to do it during the next little cutscene coming up. So we're going to bypass Dampian here and go straight over to the next mountain region over, which will take us direction we want to go. This ball of ice here. So Rydia doesn't want to use fire because her family was killed, her whole city was killed by fire. But Rosa convinces her that we really need her to get through this. So she uses and learns fire here. Latex. Scala, thanks for the GLs. We're doing a Flame Fatale submission. We tried one earlier this morning, it did not go well, so I'm trying again. Alright, so we are coming up on the next boss fight here. We're going to meet a monk named Yang. Oh, thanks. It's not been very much good luck today, I have to say. But only he can prevent wildfires, yes. Alright, Yang's pretty powerful. Oops. He has a kick that can AoE everybody. But we're gonna help him out now. And this mom bomb is gonna eventually blow up into a bunch of little bombs. And so the way we set this up is we're gonna have Cecil and Yang be attacking. And then we kind of want everyone to die except Yang, because we want Yang to get all the XP again. This theme continues. Okay, now Yang's gonna start focusing, getting ready. Okay, we really want Yang to get a defend off, but he's got high HP. If we don't get it, it's probably gonna be okay. Yeah, maybe. Alright, we got it. Alright, and then we kick right away. Alright, Yang soaks up all the XP. Not when they're scripted. Alright, so Yang's gonna take us the rest of the way to his hometown, which is where we were going anyway, because they do have a crystal there. Did I not split? I didn't split. That's a good part, zombie? I would think that'd be not a good part. Or are you being sarcastic? I bet. Alright, so we're gonna do a shop menu here. Get Yang some equipment. And then we're gonna equip everybody here. We're taking off everything except for the sword for Cecil. We're taking this off. We're doing that and remove feathered hat. Alright, welcome to the fabulously fun fights of Fabul in Final Fantasy IV. Lots of Fs. And we're hoping that it's not a lot of Fs in chat, if you know what I mean. So during these fights, we're gonna get like 5 or 6 fights. It's just the boys. The girls go off and heal or something. And basically the Golbez's army is storming the castle, and so we're defending it. And we're going to try to keep Edward from dying. Not because we care about his levels, but because we don't want Cecil to level up anymore. And that's for future fights. We don't want Cecil to be too high, so because we need to kill him off so someone else gets XP. Same time, we do hope they hit Cecil a couple times. So far, no go.
Latex.
Hey Wedgie, thanks for the good luck. We're trying again today. We've come full circle. Cecil has not gotten hit yet. So we want Cecil down to 180 health because after this fight, Kane's gonna kill him, and it's one of those fights where it's faster to die. And so if we're 180-ish health, he will die on the first hit. Oh, so much for that. They just really wanted Edward. Just really wanted Edward. So now Cecil is going to level up, but it's fine. There's backups. It's just an ideal case. I really wish they would hit Cecil, though. Maybe now that Edward's dead, they'll hit Cecil. I know, Edward. Edward's defending the whole time too, but they just really wanted him. They hit Cecil, but they missed. Cecil, stop being so good at evading. He does get the axe. Really? You're not going to hit Cecil at all. Cecil didn't get hit during any of these fights. Oh. Alright, we got a high potion now. That's good. Unfortunately, Cecil leveled up. High potion is important for a later fight. It means we can avoid doing a shop menu until later. Alright, here's the Kane fight. We're gonna have to help Kane out by having Cecil hit himself as well. I know, Cecil. Avoiding all damage. All right.
Kane.
Like a mouse.
Well, there you go. So things did not go according to plan. but we will make do. Riddy comes in and heals us like a boss. But Kane makes off with the crystal, of course. Gonna grab a couple items. We're gonna go to the inn. Continue the story. The king's gonna talk to us and give us a boat to go to the next kingdom, I think. I think maybe we're heading to Troya? I forget. But basically, we don't end up going there. Are we, oh, we're going back to Baron? Okay. So this is the king of Fabul. We're grabbing one more item here. Oh, because Baron doesn't have a navy. Okay, okay. So the idea being we're going to try to retrieve the crystals or figure out what's going on. Setting our bearings for Baron. Barons for Baron. So unfortunately, we aren't going to make it to Baron. And the whole party gets split up. Yang's right the frying pan, yep. So Cecil's going to end up washed ashore somewhere else near Mysidia, the magical town of the mystics, or the magical people. So yeah, sea monster comes, Leviathan, whatever, and everybody gets split up. Cecil washes ashore. He's gonna go into Mysidia, and all the Mysidia people are like, "You're a bad man. Basically, you're a dark knight. That is not cool. You need to atone." Because not only did he at the beginning that we skipped, come in here, steal their crystal for the orders of his king of Baron, but he's also this like dark knight, doing dark things, using things like darkness. And so the elder here is going to assign him a couple helpers, a black mage and a white mage that are like actually just little kids, twins, and they're going to go along with Cecil to climb the mountain. Mount Ordeals, to go through an ordeal to atone for the things he's done or whatever. Yeah, they're rightfully mad at him, exactly. Yeah, right? That's true. What was the plan? If Cecil didn't turn out to be a good guy, just knock him out? Alright, similar fashion, instead of ice here, we got some fire. We're gonna blizzard it. You'll notice that the black mage is kind of silly and stuff, and the white mage is always bonking him on the head. Leave him for the lamias in the mountain. Alright, so while we're up here, we're gonna run into Tella again. And he's gonna join us again. After he joins, we're gonna assign some augments, and that's what I was talking about earlier, is that we're gonna give Palom and Porum some augments. Not because we're gonna use those augments, we're not even gonna assign them like in their abilities menu, but it's just that when they do leave our party, they will give us some really powerful, cool augments because we gave them those like augments. Chaos and Order, the white mage is serious while the black mage is goofy. Yeah, exactly, and Bowser. Alright, these are the augments we're assigning. We're gonna do a quick equip menu. And then, all right. Oh, really? Is Porum the older too? So this fight is the one that Cecil is going to die on. So we have to be a little careful because he's over leveled to where we want him to be. Because of that, I'm going to quick save right before the fight, just so I don't have to re-walk up here again if things go bad. Alright, so Cecil's going to attack. We're going to cast Twincast on the twins, and that takes a while to cast, so by the time that casts, we're going to also hit a high potion on this undead boss. And then by doing these things, Cecil's hopefully going to die from the counterattacks. Alright, and then high potion. I'm going to be ready with a fire on Cecil in case he doesn't die. Okay, we're good. Okay. And then I'm going to be ready in case this doesn't kill. Okay, it did. You check the JP wiki. Alright, so that's the first half of the fight. It's kind of the fake half of the fight. So we're gonna leave Cecil chilling there. The next half we want Tella is the main one that has to live, so we're gonna get a back attack, and then we have to hope that he doesn't hit Tella. Oh, gotcha, Scala. Okay. So here's the real boss. Yeah, basically couldn't leave well enough Scarmiglione. Alright, good results. Elixir him and he's done. Cecil, get up. He's taking a nap. Let him sleep. Alright, we golded it. Luciano, how's it going? Alright, so now we've come to what we're here for. And it's this trial for Cecil to become a paladin and give up his Dark Knight ways. And so to do that trial, you just kind of sit here while this guy whacks on you. Basically, it looks like a shadow version of him. He picked up the sword, and now he's like in this paladin gear. But like the Dark Knight self of him is gonna hit him. So basically, you just basically don't do anything for this fight, and then you'll become a paladin. Cecil, what a pal. So the cool thing is we get to be a paladin. The bad thing is we don't get to look at Cecil's butt anymore. No, the bad thing is that Cecil starts over at level 1 here. So remember all that stuff about getting XP, and we don't want him to get XP? Well, now we really want him to get XP. And the longest text box in the game. KG, you're really good at doing nothing? What made them decide that? Good question. Yeah, decide to have you do nothing. So that the voice that Cecil heard here that was telling him all this called him son. And so, Cecil's was adopted by the King of Baron, and so he doesn't know anything about his biological parents. So that was kind of a weird situation for him. But yeah, rebirth. Starting at level 1 symbolizes rebirth. Alright, so remember that augment that has safe travel? I have to remember to reassign it when he turns into a paladin. Alright, and then we're mining everyone. This is the mini glitch. We're gonna get to use it finally, and then we're teleporting. Change job, standard protocol. What is this, Final Fantasy V? Alright, we're gonna report back to the Elder that we are now a paladin and have atoned for our sins. And the Elder's gonna tell us we can get to Baron. He's basically gonna help us finally. And tell us we can get to Baron through the secret teleporter. You started with 7M Bowser? Yeah, the old ones are pretty good. In their, their own way for their own time. Definitely fun to go back and play them. We got some kind of summoning situation here. Summoning, praying situation. I forget what all is going on here. They're not actually summoning the whale here yet, but maybe they're trying to? I don't remember. Doing some kind of magey stuff. They're just doing the foreshadowing? Okay. They're just talking about it. Divergence of the party? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that in this game too. Alright, off we go to Baron. This is all we really came here for, just they made us turn into a paladin before they tell us about it. Oh, the legends written on the swords Cecil received. Okay, about the lunar whale. Alright, so we're coming into the town of Baron, and we're gonna go see our good friend Yang. And unfortunately, he doesn't recognize us, or he's like brainwashed or something. So he sicks these guards on us. And that's why we have the mini glitch here. Because otherwise, if Cecil got hit during this, he would instantly die. Because he's level 1. But here he'll get straight to level 7 and be on his way. And then we're gonna knock Yang out. The mechanics here are he's gonna kick us twice. And after the second kick, if anybody attacks him once, like he'll wake up out of this brainwashing stuff. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the games do that, Bowser. Alright, so we're gonna like catch up in the inn together. Yang's gonna give us a key to Baron so we can kind of unlock a bunch of doors and get into the castle. And we're gonna do a shop menu, couple shop menus. Alright, 11, 2, 2. Oop. Oh, right. I always forget to sell first. Alright, sell all Cecil's old gear, because we don't need dark gear anymore. And then did we get one? So, one of those. 20 tents. Unfortunately, the weaponsmith is locked. I don't know how they do business. Let's buy some headbands. Latex. Halloween, what's up? Alright, then we got an equip here. Headband, remove, flame rod, ice claw headband, and then rod. Alright, so we're taking the secret passageway to Baron Castle. Yeah, there's a spoony bard lurking. So, in going to the Baron Castle, we're going to have a fight with the Captain of the Guards. I talked about him earlier. His name's Baigin. But weirdly, he's going to join the party first. He's going to be like, hey, Cecil, what's up? And he's going to join the party, which is really weird, because we already have 5 people in our party. So as a player of this game, you're like, what the heck? But then it'll be soon apparent that he is not going to be in our party. But yeah, so we're gonna let bygones be bygones. Blank, how's it going? We've come full circle, Blank. Yeah, let bygones be bygones. Oh, doing yard work? Nice, nice. Probably a good day for it. Alright, so... For Baigin, he likes to dance, but he's a pretty quick fight. It's just attack, Bazaga, twincast, and another attack. If we can do that all fast before he gets a lot of stuff off, we're in good shape. Yeah, so far not so much. Alright, Bazaga. Twincast. Still got Blood Feast off. And he got Constrict off, okay. Oh, it missed, okay. Oof. Okay. We're like under damaging today, that's not good. Our mini glitch is not working either. Something. Oh, I did mini glitch, that's why. Oh boy. Well, that's not good. Alright, we're gonna redo this. We're gonna redo this. Because I forgot to mini glitch. I was like, why am I taking damage? So I did that equip and I forgot to do Mini Toad Mini. It's fixable at least. Just won't be on world record pace, unfortunately. Order Domino's. Blank. Man, that sounds good. Not that I need to have pizza, though. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, this is what we expect it to look like. Huh. Still under damaging though. I was hoping that Blizzaga wasn't gonna go off. Alright, it's fine. So that kind of screws up our... I'm just gonna use a tent to get around that. Alright, so tent Tella. And then he's gonna mini Toad Mini. And then he's gonna eat her. Okay, Cagnazzo. No needs to have pizza, we just do it. No one needs it. Alright, Cagnazzo is one of the 4 fiends. Scarmiglione was the other one that we've come across. So it looks like Cagnazzo has been pretending to be the King of Baron, if I'm correct. So, but once again, we're minied and we're toted. And so we're gonna do a bunch of stuff to take him down. Cry, we want focus, fluff, and spider silk, and Thundaga. Okay, this is this one. All right, final Thundaga. Basically, we're killing off the twins. So they don't get XP. Cool. So yeah, there is some strategy there. We're trying to get 3 Blizzagas, a fully 3 focused Yang attack, and then the twincast off. The tricky thing is, if he has the water barrier, Yang's Ice Claws will just heal instead. So there's a little bit of finagling. There is a strat where you use Blizzaga instead of Thundaga, but then if his water barrier is up, that heals him. So I tend to stick to Thundaga. But now we've got back up with Sid here, and we're gonna get ourselves, oh, well, this scene happens first. In that scene that we just missed, Pilum and Porum, they all pile into a room and it starts closing in on them, and so Pilum and Porum turn into stone to stop the walls from moving and killing everybody. So that's how we lose Pilum and Porum. That's why we killed them off in the last fight, so that they didn't get XP, because they're not going to use it. And now Sid's in the party, and we're gonna get ourselves a flying airship. Yeah, I know, it's kind of brutal. Kulix. Before we go anywhere, Kane shows up in his ship. And turns out they have Rosa. And so Golbez / Kane is offering, we'll kill Rosa unless you get us the Earth Crystal. So now instead of them going after crystals, we're doing it for them to save Rosa. But before we do that, we're jumping to City again, because now that the twins are gone, they are gifting us some augments, and the Elder will give those to us. All right, so we're gonna set a couple of these up. Dual cast, cry, and bluff. Alright, Sid gets an iron shield. Yang gets fire claws. Take off that. Put on that. Assign abilities. Cry goes over white magic. Bluff. Dual cast. Alright. So now Tella has an ability called Dual Cast. And Bluff. Bluff buffs you to buffs your damage, I think. And Cry debuffs the bosses. And Dual Cast lets you cast 2 different spells in the same turn. It still takes the same amount of mana, I think. Or similar amount. But you can see the benefit that would give you. So story-wise, we're going to Troya. And that's home of the Earth Crystal. And we're actually going to go talk to... We find Edward in here. He's being taken care of in Troya. I believe Troya is like all women. Got like women soldiers. And a council of women that like lead the people, I think. Could be pulling that out of my butt, but... Matriarchal, yeah, okay. So yeah, so we're talking to Edward here. And then we're gonna... We're gonna go find the Earth Crystal. So basically the Dark Elf has the Earth Crystal in his cave. So we're gonna go in that cave. Now in that cave, if you have metal on your character, you are constricted. You can't do anything. Which is interesting on this run, because in any percent when you have encounters, it just means you die faster on the encounters, and then you just start from where you left off, so it's kind of funny. But I know that in, oh here, we gotta sing the Chocobo Song. I like to ride my chocobo, do 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 do. All right. So yeah, in this cave, metal is bad, but we don't care because 1, we don't get encounters, and actually we on purpose put a metal shield on Sid because when we actually approach the Dark Elf and have the first fight, it's going to be faster if everybody's constricted rather than giving someone a turn so that until they die. So it's kind of funny. Yeah, sing you the song of its people. South, left, north. No, just you can leave them. KG, doesn't bother me. Unless it's like an important part or a cutscene, I usually leave alone. South, left, north. Because eventually they have to happen, so it's just like... So yeah, going through here, and Dark Elf himself is actually kind of scary. But it's kind of part of the script as that, you know, if you have metal, you kind of get screwed here. Because you're supposed to die on this fight, basically. Yeah, no worries, KG. Plus, I'm not really showing cutscenes or anything, so. Alright, so airway's constricted, so that's very fast. Now, Edward's gonna try to play his harp. He knows we're in trouble. And the Dark Elf hates the sound of the harp, and that somehow frees us of the constriction, I think, or something? Scholar can correct me. And so then we can fight the real fight, basically. And this fight is very timed, very tight. Because his second phase, we have to have everything ready so that when he goes into his second phase, we already have stuff going off on him. Because if he hits anyone, they will die in that second phase. Breaks the concentration of the Dark Elf. Okay. Alright, Cry, Focus, Dual Cast. Alright, he's also weak to fire. Taken off the Iron Shield from Sid. Right, focus. Alright, defend. We want a bluff. And then we gotta attack pretty quick here. Throw a Cry in, and then we're hoping to get into the dual cast menu before the phase change. Alright, good. So, Faraga Fira. Yang attacks himself. And then we're hoping that Bluffed Tella does all the damage, but just in case we have Cecil with an attack to take it out. Okay, we got it though. Cool. But you can see how tight that is, right? Like it's you gotta have everything ready to get it when you get into that second phase, because if he gets a turn, you dead. Grab the Earth Crystal. And do some Tent Anywhere action here. Cecil and Tella. And then Emergency Exit. Equip Sid and then game over on the first round. Yeah. I think in the SNES version, you kind of get screwed, but in this version, because of the quick save, you just like let it roll. All right, so we got the Earth Crystal, and we are going to talk to the Troya ladies. And unfortunately, that's when Golbez says, "Hey, so you have the Earth Crystal. Come give it to me, or Rosa dies." Sid is insidious. So before we leave, we're gonna go talk to Edward one last time. And he's gonna give us the Bard Song Augment. which we'll need later. And the second we get in the air, guess who shows up? Pretty music? Yeah, it is kind of pretty, isn't it? Alright, so we're in the Tower of Zot. Annoyingly, Golbez puts like another boss in between us and him getting the crystal. So we're gonna come across the Magus Sisters. What are your favorite town themes? Okay, right into the Magus Sisters. And remember, we only have Tella and Cecil that are alive right now. So we're going to try to take out each sister separately, but you got to be careful because they can resurrect each other. So first up, Sandy, because she casts Reflect. So if we get rid of her first, then we can not have to deal with them casting things on themselves to reflect it onto us.
Latex.
Oof, that didn't kill Sandy. We're under damaging. Was I supposed to Toad? I think maybe I was supposed to Toad. Okay, well, we can continue with Dispel. And Osmose. Hey, Nightshade. Alright, and then Faraga, Blizzard. So now they're just casting stuff on themselves, so they don't know any better. Okay, we need a bluff. Yep, silly girls. Alright, with any luck this will kill. First they're gonna cast on themselves again. Just in case, I'm gonna throw this in there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, under damaging, I don't think I'm supposed to... Oh yeah, Toadtella. Whoops! I missed the Toadtella, okay. So that's under damaging because of that. Thanks for lurking, Coolix. Yeah, I totally did not tell before that fight. Alright, anyways. Mini Toad. High Potion Cecil. So in this case, we don't care for minied. So we just leave it minied and toaded without the extra mini. Alright, story time. So we're gonna pass the Earth Crystal over, and then Golbez, of course, is not gonna let us have Rosa. And Tella's gonna take his revenge. Who is this Rosa? We'll see in a bit here. But yeah, that's basically what he says. So Tella casts a bunch of stuff, and then he's like, well, it's time for Meteor, but Meteor is gonna... Everybody's like, don't do Meteor, it'll kill yourself too. He's like, I just want my vengeance. I know, right, Colin? Golbez is actually surprised. He's not dead, but he's like beaten. Such that he loses control of Kane. He starts to like punch Cecil, but then he notices something. I forget exactly what happens here, but there's a cutscene we're gonna skip. And so we get away with, he runs away. We just grabbed 3 augments before talking to Kane. He has a bout of... Huh? Huh? Anyway, save Rosa just in time. So the cool thing about having Rosa in the party now is we were given an augment called Twincast that the twins were using, but now we can put it on Rosa and Cecil and they can use it to cast Ultima. The rules around that, I believe, are they need to be both max HP, both max MP, or both low HP. Something like that. Alright, Twincast. We're also going to give some augments to Sid, because we want him to give us adrenaline later. So we're just giving him a couple of these that we don't care about. Then we're going to assign Twincast. And we're quick saving in case we have to do that menu. So we don't have to do that menu again, because we're right into another boss fight. Another fiend, the Fiend of Wind, Barbariccia. So we like to call her Girl NATO. She basically has a tornado form that you won't take damage when you attack, I believe, but still can do magic. We use Kane to jump to knock her out of that form if we need to. And then we're gonna Twincast. We're gonna load up Yang and take her out with Ultima and Yang's fully focused attacks. And actually, we want Sid gone because he's going to be leaving the party soon. Twincast. Oh, Twincast isn't going to work. I just noticed. That's unfortunate because, yeah, Pyroblast. All right. Well, we'll see what we can do here. It's gonna be a slow fight, I think. I didn't even see how much Pyroblast hit for. Yeah. Hate to say it, I think we're gonna redo that fight. So that's an unfortunate thing that could happen where I was just explaining the rules for that Twincast. For Twincast to work right, both Cecil and Rosa have to be either both high HP, full HP, or both low HP. In that case, Cecil was low, Rosa was high, and so it didn't cast Ultima. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, exactly. You guys are too distracted. Alright, there's Ultima. Under damage. Yang under damaged. Kane is dead. Oh, that was it. That was all she needed. Alright, well, unfortunate fight, but you got the mechanics understood. So we're not trying to get world record today, we're just trying to showcase the run. Yeah, you notice that despite having the mini glitch going on, some of the people just joined the party before we mini glitched. Or after we mini glitched. And so those people can still die from regular damage on that fight. And we don't, it's actually okay if Rosa and Kane die and we kill Sid off. So it's really just Cecil and Yang. In fact, it may even just be Cecil that needs the XP for that. Anyway, story-wise, Rosa evacs us out to Cecil's bedroom. Don't know why Rosa has a evac to Cecil's bedroom, but and we all plan to, you know, we all rest up and make plans, basically. Yeah, sus, a little sus. So the plan is we have this new magma stone, and I forget how the story goes that would make you even know that you need to take this magma stone to this town Agarte, or Agart, and put it in the well. But that's what we're gonna do. Rosa Creeper? I mean, maybe she has consent, who knows? "100% want a teleport spell to my partner's bedroom." Oh, you're supposed to ask around the story about where to bring it, but we just skip all that. Yeah, okay.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
Wedgie. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to skip this. Anyways. I got distracted thinking about pizza, believe it or not. Alright, going to the underworld. Where there's lots of lava. Okay, gotcha. So while we're here, what's the best thing we could do? Well, just fly across a battlefield. Yeah, apparently that's somebody thought that was a good idea. I don't know. So the ship goes down, believe it or not. So we're gonna go talk to the Dwarven King. Alright, good night, Pepper. While we're talking to the king, Yang says, somebody's listening. And then we realize someone's in the crystal room, so we go in there. Spies, Basil. Twins, Basil. I ran some Chrono Trigger today, Nightshade. I was doing pretty good for a D-Rust until I realized I sold all my mid potions instead of buying more. And that's when the run died. Yeah. Alright, everyone's favorite creepy fight. The dolls. These dolls, if they are allowed to merge, could turn into a super boss doll guy. We prefer not to let that happen.
Latex.
Emperor Khan! Alright, so we're gonna do a blue fang times 2. Oop. Times 2. These blue fangs take into account the person who's wielding it, their HP. Unfortunately, Golbez shows up. Your worst nightmare is these dolls? Yeah. Well, we took care of them for you. Alright, Golbez, we're gonna twin cast. Give him a good old jump. This is somewhat scripted, so what we're doing is we're front loading a bunch of the damage. Six-ish K here. Oh, 7K, okay. And then he'll do his little scripted thing. Happy Sunday. Thanks, Emperor Arcana. Hope you're doing well. So at this point, he's got like, I don't know, a couple thousand HP left. Probably like 3. But what's going to happen is he's going to summon this dark dragon. And it's going to start killing all the party members off. Until a friend of ours shows up and saves the day. So that does 3k damage to him right there, so he has barely any HP left at this point. Best girl's back! Radia's all grown up. And then she's gonna finish him off for us. Yeah, buddy! All it takes is a Chocobo. And he's dead. Oh yeah, so Radia's all grown up, and so she basically was in the world of the Eidolons, and where time moves faster there or something. And so she gained a ton of Eidolons, and experience, and she's super cool. She doesn't have black magic anymore, or does she? No, she has black magic. She doesn't have white magic anymore. But she still has black magic and summoning. Imagine getting your ass handed by a Chocobo. I'd also just turn it into a hand if I was Golbez. Wait, why a hand? So here's the mistake they make. They walk away from Golbez and then he gets back up. Typical villain fashion. Snipes the crystal and he's out. Hyperbolic time chamber for summoners, yes. Oh, he turns into a hand. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that. All right, we do need to get a couple items. Got your ass handed to you by Chocobos in Final Fantasy Tactics. Alright, grabbing a Bacchus wine, we're grabbing a power armlet, and an elixir. We like elixirs. Not because we use them on ourselves, but we tend to use them on undead bosses. Alright, now that we got these items, we're going to use the secret exit to get out of the Dwarven Castle. Which I think is a little faster than going out through the other way. In fact, you may not be able to go out through the other way because of the lava, maybe? I don't know. Alright, so we're heading to the Tower of Babel. And this is where the dwarves are. The dwarf tanks are already doing battle. 14 red chocobos cast meteor like it's going out of style. Alright, welcome to the Tower of Babel. We are grabbing one thing here, but then we're just gonna make our way to Lugae, who is the mad scientist. And this is our other Manip for the run. Nope, no rainbow pudding on this run. That's only 90%. This one's the Lugae Manip. Yeah. Thankfully we don't have to do the rainbow pudding. Alright, we're getting Rydia buffed up a little bit here. With a green beret. We're gonna tent Tiso Rydia Rosa. And then we are quick saving. We're gonna do our Manip. And we got Dr. Lugae here. Oop, oop, oop. Nope, did not. Nope. That still works. Alright, I don't know when the Manip takes point, if it's like immediately or if I just screwed it up. So we're gonna see what happens here. So Ultima, Rama, we'll kill here. Rama's gonna hit first. Oof, yeah, I think we're off. Alright, so I'm gonna redo the Manip. Because that is not the right setup. Okay, try this again. How this should work is they shouldn't do anything until Rama hits them. Yeah, okay. That should be right. So right before twincast hits, he does his little punch, and then Ultima will hit and kill. For the first phase. Okay, second phase is just using Elixir and then Rama. We actually, I think we want Rosa to die, so that's why we wait for the restore to do anything. So yeah, Lugae was showing off his little Frankenstein monster, but now he's gonna turn into one himself. Kind of a robotic version. And he used reversal gas, so basically the mini glitch happens, and then he starts trying to heal us. Okay. And that's the fight. Unfortunate that we had I messed up the Manip at the beginning there, so we had to redo it, but I'm glad I caught it, so we didn't have to like go through a bad fight first. Alright, so now we remember that also while we're in here, they're like fighting the dwarves outside, so we're gonna go back and stop the goblins from doing what they're doing. You'll notice I didn't heal Rydia even though she's low health, and that's because Cecil will automatically protect her. And so we're just going to do a quick summon on these guys. So we take those guys out, but then they're like, ha, we'll show you, and they like sabotage the controls of the tower to keep fighting, and then it kind of is going to blow up. So Yang ends up sacrificing himself. We're going to skip that cutscene. And we're just gonna get out of this tower. And I think the bridge kind of collapses. And so Sid comes and saves us with the ship all repaired. Thanks for the follow, welcome in. So unfortunately, Golbez's army is going to be after us. Ariana, welcome in. How's it going? Good to see you. Are you back home now? I'm having a day of failed runs, but I'm hoping to get one in for the Flame Fatale submission today. Alright. So Sid dive bombs, suicide dive bombs, and saves us, so we get out of there. Now we're back on the surface. We're gonna go talk to Sid's cronies, Sid's friends, Sid's workers. And they are gonna fix up our ship so we can carry the hovercraft. Got home yesterday, nice. Well, good. I'm glad you got home safe. And then he doesn't even die. I know, Sid. Like, how do you dive bomb? Literally, grab a bomb and dive onto another ship and blow up and survive that. But Sid does it somehow. Yeah, this is the better any percent run, Ariana. Alright, then I'm showcasing. Trying to get it into Flame Fatales. So far, I think we're having a better run than we were this morning. I'm trying to do this.
Latex.
Alright, picking up our hovercraft. Surge, welcome in. Awesome, yeah, I'm excited that you want to run it.
Fucking A.
Am I following you? I should make sure I'm following you too. Alright, we're going down to the Lodestone Cave. And it takes It's just this little thing off the coast, so you have to have the hovercraft to get there. So yeah, so this is, I think, the Kingdom of Eblan. And we're gonna come across the Prince of Eblan. The King and Queen have been kidnapped or something. At this point, we don't know a lot about that, I think. Gonna grab some elixirs in here. Oh, their castle was ransacked. Okay, good to know. Better 100%. Better 100% is, I think, 30 minutes to an hour faster? With no random encounters and not having to do all the extra questing and stuff. So yeah, I think that's right. So we come across Edge and he's fighting Rubicante. And we get to see like how powerful Rubicante is here. He is our next boss, but we'll have to get to him a little later here. And he's also notoriously like the worst boss on the run, in my opinion. We're edging? No! Edge is here. Edge the ninja. Squishy. Your comfort range? Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty cozy run. So yeah, Rubicante, if you notice, closes his cloak and opens it. When it's closed, a lot of, I forget the exact stuff, but a lot of the magic stuff heals him instead. And when it's open, he casts Inferno and he just pwns everybody.
Sounds like a lot of pwning.
And so if you attack him when it's open, it makes him close it. And then I think if you attack him when it's closed, he opens it. I don't know. There's some mechanic there, I think, that happens. So we got Edge in the party. And we're going right to the Tower of Babel. And there's a little bit of traversal happening here. But yeah, we're coming up on Rubicante. Tough fight. I know, he likes to flash.
Blink.
Thanks for the blink. So once we start this fight, it's gonna work like this. We're gonna get like a fake fight / cutscene fight. And that is Edge's parents have been they've been modified in a weird way. And so that's like a point where we'll defend everybody, but you just kind of sit there and wait until the fight cutscene is over. Alright, so we're getting Fast Talker on Rydia. And draw attacks on Edge. Gonna equip those. And then we'll quick save just in case something goes wrong. It's going, Rob, it's going. Alright, so this is Edge's parents. But they've been transformed into weird fiends and they're kind of out of their mind. Alright, so it's actually a good time for a break too. If I can figure out where my mic is. Mic's still on? Alright, are we back? Yeah, we're back. Actually, I had to change mics. My mic ran out of battery. Or it was running out of battery. It was in the red. First time I've seen that. Guess we're kind of doing a long stream today. Alright, so we kind of get Edge's parents to kind of wake up and they have a lucid moment and they kind of run off so they don't hurt us and hurt their son. So the cutscene after this, Edge is like, Rubicante shows up and Edge is like, you did this, and Rubicante's like, I didn't do this, Lugae did this, he's the weird one, but I'll fight you. And so we end up fighting him. Alright, so we did some things to close the cloak. We'll do some things to open the cloak. We're going to get twincast off. When he opens it, we're casting Shiva. We're going to cast Shiva a bunch. Okay, So everybody's gonna die except for Iridia. Get one more Shiva off. And then I'll close the cloak. And sometimes it just kills at that point. But the backup there is when, if he closes the cloak, you cast Dragon. Because Dragon still damages with the cloak closed. But GG's. Happy to say that we got a first try at Rubicante. It's actually really hard to get that first try because if you don't get that defend off from Meridia in time, Inferno will wipe out the whole party. And it's taken me a while to figure that out. Rip Edge Lady and Edgelord, yeah. I know, Cecil crying. It's kind of funny. Decapit, what's up? Thanks for the GGs. RPGLB was a lot of fun. But it's good to be home. And no more I did a lot of traveling in May, so no more traveling until August. So. But that leg, I know, he shows off the leg. Alright, so we think we're getting the crystals here. And unfortunately, it's a trap. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was good to like meet people in person, make new friends. Alright, so we're just escaping battle at this point. And we find an extra airship. I believe that's what the deal is here. Yeah, because our airship we left up top in the overworld, if you remember right. Find the Falcon and steal it. Thanks, Ariana. Yeah, I'm excited. I might submit a DQ run too. We'll see. Not a lot of time left. I have a Sword of Light run that I submitted to Frost Fatales, and it got in as a backup run. So I'm like, I could probably just use that and try to submit that again too. Mostly in case this doesn't make it in. Okay, so we can't go over lava yet. But Sid's gonna take care of that for us. Because Sid is alive after the suicide bombing that he did. Oh yeah, we're supposed to buy a couple PDs here. It's fine. Current 3 that I've submitted a bunch of times. Nice. Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah. Definitely keep submitting. At this point, like I've run Cross, Trigger, and 10-2 at Fatales events, and so I'm running out of runs to submit. So I actually just learned this run earlier this year. So I'm like, all right, let's get this one in there. And I'll keep trying to submit stuff to Games Done Quick, but so far no go on that. Alright, we'll go talk to the king. Lancaster 1 and 2. Okay, well, yeah, good then to keep trying. I feel like they're pretty fair about getting people in. Oh, Alf, that's right. Oh, wait, you said you did Alf at actual, like, GDQ, right? Or was that a Fatalis event? Alright, so now the ship can go over lava. We're just gonna pop in here, buy a couple things. Yeah, GDQ. Oh, you did it for Flame Fatalis too. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. Alright, we're doing Ogre Killer. 11 of these. Alright, Sealed Cave time. We're gonna use Kane to do some door fights. Oops. Come on. Alright, so we're bringing back Kane and Edge. We're doing Bard Song to Rydia. Adrenaline to Kane. We're doing Kane with his stuff. Oh, no, first we gotta do Edge. There we go. And then abilities. Bard Song. And then Kane. Adrenaline. Alright, here we go. Ariana. It's fine, you know, we do things in the past, and just, if we're not into them anymore, we're not into them anymore. Alright, here we go. Please don't miss Kane. Please. Nice. Good clean fight. Tent Rydia. Oh, is the game just like, I don't know, I'm not familiar with Alf. I mean, I remember the TV show, but right up, left. Oh, this screen. We're gonna remember to quick save on this screen this time. So yeah, we're doing these door fights, and we gotta get Rydia to level 40 so that she gets the Bard Song Haste March. And Haste March stacks with Haste. And we're gonna take huge advantage of that on the Demon Wall fight as well as on the final fight. And so to do that, Edge does have to die for one of these 3 fights. Mostly let it happen organically. So we'll see how it goes. Never apologize for L. Is it just like, does it not hold up or something? Kane! Can you not? Can you please not miss? Kane! You're gonna screw me over, Kane. Okay, thank God. Okay, there was our one fight that Edge had to die on. It's a horrible game for the Master System, but it's campy. Oh, okay. Beautiful time capsule into the psyche of the 80s? Okay. Alright, and then... Save room. Alright, thanks for lurking, Scala. Oh, no. Oh, I always want to do that. This rope doesn't go anywhere, so it's a decoy. But the directions on the notes are left down, or down, left down, up. And I'm like, oh, left down. No, not that far down. Should put a thing in the notes that says, don't do the rope on that screen. Alright, last door fight. This should ding Iridia level 40 and get us haste march. Kane, why do you suck? Oh my god. Okay. At least we didn't have any monsters come through. Level 40, haste march. That's what we like to see. Alright. We have one Phoenix down. And then we got a tent. Come on, give me the tent. Man, sometimes it's instant and sometimes it's not. Jeez Louise. Alright, Rosa. And then Cecil. Oh, frick. Frick. La la. Man, I really don't know. Sometimes it's like... Actually, I did need to do that. Okay. Sometimes the tent is just fast, and sometimes it's just like that. Alright, Demon Wall. Alright, Lady Ariana. Sleep tight. Thanks for the GLs. And it's good to catch you too, yeah. Thanks for coming by, I appreciate it. Hopefully I can catch one of your streams. Alright, Demon Wall. We're gonna slow, we're gonna double haste, and we're gonna berserk Cane. Any symbols? Alright, she'll have to take care of that. So we're doing some ATB stuff here where if we would have just let this ride out, their ATB would go a lot faster, or it just would like ignore our ATB. And so this way we're gonna get several turns in the time the Demon Wall gets a turn. Yep, he turns into a killing machine. And he doesn't miss. This thing has 100k hit points, just so you know. So it's a lot. So he basically has to hit this guy 20 times. There we go. So the first thing we're gonna do, we have to be sure to do after this, is take off all that fancy equipment we gave Cane. And you can probably imagine why. Oops. Thought I was on a different screen. This is the way out. So yeah, we're just making our way out of here. Unfortunately, you can't teleport out because there's an event that happens at the very end of the zone. And here's that event. Basically, Golbez takes over Kane again, takes the crystal, runs off, and we're stuck without the crystal again. Predictable. So we get to go report back to the Dwarven King again at our failure once again. It's amazing he keeps giving us chances to help. But Sid's gonna fix the ship up again and we're gonna be able to go back to the overworld. Edge tries to flirt with Rydia here, and Sid's having none of it. So then Edge pouts. Hey Daz, we're doing all right. We're doing all right for submission round. Let's just say, definitely not world record pace, but. Sid wore himself out again, but we're gonna get out of here. It's time to activate the lunar whale. To space. So yeah, we summon this crazy lunar whale spaceship from the sea. Yeah, someone toggled it off, Dustin. What am I gonna do? How's it going? Thanks for turning it back on for me. That being said, I am doing a marathon submission run, so don't want to be swearing too much, but it's actually okay. They say it's okay if you swear in your submission video. Just try not to go too crazy. Hopefully I don't have a need to swear. Hopefully things just go smoothly, you know? That's always the hope. No worries. Either way, it works fine. Oh, what's the one in September, deck event? Oh, you should! DQ, that'd be awesome. How's your DQ runs been going, deck event? Alright, we got Fusoya. He's got a mini toad, everyone. We'll walk back out. Haven't practiced since 2 hours and 3 minutes? Okay. We'll get on that. Actually, I don't think I have time to do a sort of light run for submission, but I might submit it again to Fatals. We'll see. Definitely want to submit this. This is my priority, is the FF4 run. Yeah, so basically we, sorry, I should be narrating a little bit here. So we went to the moon, we found this old guy on the moon. Turns out he's a Lunarian, and he had a lot to tell us. He says that Cecil is a Lunarian as well, and he says that Golbez is also. And that Golbez has been taken over by another Lunarian who's into like becoming all powerful, and he's his name's Zemus. And he's been trying to get the Tower of Babel to summon the Giant of Babel, which will kind of destroy all of mankind. And so that's what we want to stop, but we come back to Earth, and they've already summoned the Giant. FFMQ? Wait, what's FFMQ? DQ's one of your favorites, Dustin? Yeah, me too. Oh, Mystic Quest. Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, we tried a DQ run today too, and we died on Griffins. Yeah, Griffins got like... The Griffins each got 2 turns in a row and killed Eric, so it's unfortunate. That is my life with DQ speedruns. That's no fun, deck fan. Alright, so we are going into the Giant's Maw. I'm gonna take it out from the inside. %15 chance? Ouch. Oh yeah, gotcha. Alright, we've been saving all our elixirs up for this fight. This fight is a very timed fight, so we're going to fight all 4 of the elemental fiends at once, or really back to back, basically. So we're going to like be casting stuff in one fight that's going to land in the next fight and stuff like that, so it's kind of crazy. Haste. Wait to keep twincast. Edge. Shiva. Okay, so all the stuff we casted is getting casted over here. Unfortunate, dragon didn't go before that. Try slow bluff. Blizzaga, I mean. Chocobo. Oh, it still didn't do it. Shoot. Oh, he did it. Okay, good. Phew. Always a little bit. It's just like if things don't land exactly right, this fight is a little crazy. It's hard to explain too while I'm doing it, but. Okay. Give me some tents. Please give me some tents. There we go. Cecil. Okay, actually that will fix. Please give me a tent. There we go. Just do mini toad. another somewhat calculated fight, but basically we are minied and toted for the reverse and faith glitches, so it's not like these fights aren't like you're not scared of dying, but you are scared that you can't like finish it. Alright, we want Cry, Rama, Twincast. Oh shoot, I cast a Twincast too fast. And then Meteor. Rama. Okay. Little finagling there, but CPU is basically this is what runs the giant. And so we're basically taking the giant down by taking out its CPU. And then we kind of, and Fusoya takes the whatever power off of Zemus off of Golbez, and Golbez kind of wakes up.
Why?
And then we get like a little backstory for where Golbez comes from. Remember that boss doing green damage when I... Yeah, that's our mini glitch, Dustin. So if you mini in this game, it reverses you. So you oops, I have to be doing something. So all damage heals you and all heals damage you. So yeah, this is little Theodore. He's gonna go talk to his father. This is Golbez when he was a little kid. So his mom passed out. Then there's this little whole thing about his mom having Cecil as his brother. But then his dad dies from a bunch of people beating him up because he's magical or something. And then his mom dies in childbirth of birthing his brother, Cecil. I also think it's funny that Cecil's mom's name is Cecilia. I don't know, just a lack of creativity. I just think it's funny. And at the end here, at the end of this little sequence, we see Zemus take control of Theodore when he's a kid and kind of starts mind controlling him then. And then he names him Golbez and starts forcing him to do things, and so he ends up leaving Cecil for the bear and guards to find him. And that's how Cecil gets adopted by the king.
After that,
Alright, so anyways. Fusoya and Golbez head off to the moon to try to take out Zemus. And I think that's what happens. And then Kane gets us out of here. Kane rejoins the party. We have a little bit of a sequence here with Kane and Cecil and Rosa as kids. Back to the moon. Also, we missed a sequence here where the boys tell the girls, y'all still stay here, we got this. It's a little annoying. But here the girls say, ha, we came along anyway. They didn't, actually. Newsflash, they didn't got this. So the girls came along anyway. Alright, so we're going back to where we met Fusoya. And then we're going to do the final dungeon and the final boss. But first, let's take care of some stuff here. How's Edge doing? Edge is good? Alright, so equip Kane. See how Kane has different... actually, it doesn't matter. Different equipment. We want him to have this equipment because it's like high attack. Alright, and then Rose is gonna mini everybody once. Alright, in we go. A bunch of very long dungeon, two-part dungeon to get through. Thankfully, with no encounters, it goes a lot faster, as you can imagine. This part's weird too. Hey Sikinar, how's it going? Movie night, nice. What are you watching? Oh, you don't know yet? Yeah, after this I'll probably do some dinner and watch something myself. Nope, it's this way. Some of these long dungeon sequences are good spots for donations and reads. Alright, here we go. Second half of the dungeon. Grabbing a couple Fuma shurikens on the way here. Oops. 3 lunar curtains. Not mean to do that. Well, I should talk about that.
Golbez.
So yeah, so in this game, if you finish a mini-map, if you then you get a reward. We don't really worry about it on the speedrun, but we do just happen to get one for the really small minimap in the giant's neck, I think. And it gives us 3 X potions, and we actually use 2 of those X potions on this last fight to take Kane's health down. Because remember, we are minied for this fight, and so damage heals us and heals damage us. Anyways, this is a sequence of fights here. Golbez and Fusoya are fighting Zemus. They're gonna kill him. And then he's gonna resurrect as Zeramis. He's gonna kill them. Then we come in and we got the final fight. And during that, it's gonna be like a big thing where all our friends come and heal us and give us all the blessings and the buffs, and then we start the fight. So really long sequence here. Also a good spot for donation reads. So here, Golbez tries to use the crystal, and Zeramis says, "You're too dark for your soul is too dark for what you've done. But the crystal won't work for you." So that's kind of a key thing that going into this, like Cecil is supposed to be the one, like the paladin of light at this point. All right, here we go. Start the sequence of getting resurrected and healed, and then eventually we'll get control and do the final fight. There's the twins. So this fight is much like the Demon Wall fight. We are going to Potion Kane to get his health down, because as you remember, we're reversed. We're going to haste Kane. We're going to haste March, so we're double hasted on Kane. We're going to have him use Bacchus Wine, which puts him berserk. Rose is going to slow. Cecil's going to cry. Edge is going to throw some shurikens, and then we're just going to chill on the ATB, just getting Kane to hit him. So Kane will be hitting for like 6 or 7k this time. Now the best fight, if I can like get the ATB right, we can do all that without any interference. If he casts Black Hole, that is it takes off haste, it takes off all that stuff we have to rebuff. If he casts Meteor, it heals Kane, and so he's not in crit, so the adrenaline is not giving him the max damage. So either way, I have to respond to those if those happen. Second, we can hopefully just ATB hold and hope none of that happens. Either way, it's fine. Like I said, we're minied. We can't die from this fight. It's just about speed and trying to get it done fast. All right, X Potion Kane. X Potion Kane. Haste Kane. Haste March. Alright, we're gonna use the crystal. Then we need to get a slow off ASAP. And then we need to get a cry off. Need to get a Bacchus wine off. And then sit here. There's flare, that's fine. There's cry. Bacchus wine. Alright, it's black hole. Frickin' A. Alright, so that we need to rehaste. Zerk. Come on, Kane. That's unfortunate. Oh, you're killing me, man. Slowest fight ever. He's still not low enough health. No! I did all that work to try to bring his health down. Doesn't help, he keeps missing. Come on, dude. There we go. Jeez Louise. Worst Zeromus fight I've ever had, maybe, since I first started running this. Thanks for the GGs, Pojo, Decapent. But that is the run. It's a pretty fun run. Fun mix of glitches and RNG Manip. Cool graphics. Story's fun. Definitely a lot of skill involved. And yeah, somewhat around 3 hours is a pretty good good run. So probably could do, what's my average here? Average is about 3:08. So I bet I could submit at 3:15 and that would be fine. So we were 12 minutes above average. It's not bad. Versus like 6 minutes behind PB, and then like 10 minutes behind world record. So thanks, y'all. But that is my submission run. Hopefully we got it.